Hello people, in this you will be checking how to execute program number 8, which is in two parts, A and BCD. So A is to create a simple calculator using PHP code. Let us check how to do that. I'll open my terminal and then I'm going to open the file. To create a new file you have to use VIM or VI for your exams, and then the file name, let us prg 8 8a 8a.php. That's how we have to create a file, but I'll be using Sublime here for this one. So the Sublime text is here. So I'm going to create a new file. So in this one, I'm going to write prg8a.php and save. So the file has been saved. So now I'll initialize the HTML. Inside HTML, we are going to write the PHP code here. So it's a small program only. We can do it. So write the title. That's simple calculator using PHP. So in the body tag, create an h1 tag. Write the same. Done. So here I'm going to create a form which will be collecting the information, that is the first name, first number, second number, and then the operator that we need, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and remainder. So all these operations will be giving them as an option. So they have to select one of them and then press calculate. Then the value will be given as the output. So the form will have a parameter, that is action. Action will be set uh, to the file that will be getting the information. That is the same file, prg8.php. So this is the file. Now this file will this form will be having a method. Post. I'm going to use the post method. Then we'll write the form contents now. So I'm going to create a table. Inside this table, I'll be having a table row. The table row will be having table data. That will be the first table data will be enter first number. That's the value. And then I'm going to set the other table data as input tag. So input tag type is text. You can set even number. I'm just taking it as text. Then name is first. I'm going to set it as first. And then I'm going to set it as require. So they can't skip this particular input. They have to give the value. Then you can close it. It's already closed, but it's if you just put this one. So similarly, I just copy the same and just change some stuff. I just make it as second. Then do the same here with the name second. So that part is done. Input values is done. Now I'll create a new table row. This table row, I need a table data that will be telling select operators. A single operator. It can be in plural. So here the TD will be a select which contains multiple options. The first one will be empty because it should just tell what it is. I'll just give us operation, and then I'll just multiplicate them. So operations with value. So first will be plus, and you can just give addition here. Just copy them and then paste them below. we need 5. We have 5, so I'll make it subtraction. And then I'll change the symbol as negative, this as multiplication, and this as division, and this as the modulus reminder. So I'll make this reminder, and then this as division, and the other one as multiplication. So I've set up all this stuff. So let's go to the part where the user has to submit the form. Let's create a row for that one, and then put that particular submit inside the table data. I'm going to set the column span as 2 to make this one look bigger. The column span, make it bigger, and then I'm going to set the input. I'm going to set this as submit type. Then the name is going to be POP. I'm going to do the value. I'm going to set the value as perform operation. So I'm going to set the I've written all this stuff. Now at the end of the form, let's start writing our PHP, the one that does all the operations. To write PHP inside an HTML file, we have to initialize with a PHP tag. We have done that. So now we're going to use something called as isset, which is going to check if the particular variable is initialized and not null. So that's all it's going to do. So post, we're going to use the post method because we use the same post method here. So we're going to use the post and then get the values. So post first was the name that we were given here. So inside this, will give us first. So it's going to check. Sorry, wrong. It's going to check whether the operation happens only when this button is pressed. Okay. So when the button is not, when the page loads, the button won't be pressed. So this particular operation won't run. When the button is pressed, the name equals pop variable will be created in the post method. So we are just checking whether this particular button was clicked or not. I'll just replace this with pop. So I hope you understood the meaning. I'll just echo something like, I'll write an h1 tag, h1 tag, close h1 tag. And inside this h1 tag, I'll be writing result is, and then give some space. The output will be written below. So in PHP we'll create a variable that is num1 using the dollar sign and num1 as the variable name. Then store the values that I get from the form using the dollar underscore post. Then I'll catch the particular value by using this name. Now I'll do the same for the second one. Second. So like this we have done for the two inputs, and the third input will be the operator. So even operator works on the same function. So we'll just set the one thing we made mistake was that we didn't set the name to get the value. So I've set the name now, so we'll be able to access this particular select. So here I'm going to do op the operator, and going to fetch the value from that using this particular op that I've mentioned here. And close that one too. Now we're going to do the result calculation part. I'll create a variable called result, and then I'm going to set it as 0. Now we'll do just a switch case with the with the variable op, which will be the operator. We're going to check if the operator is same. The operator is the case, and then do the following operation. For case 1, if it is plus, and then we are going to tell it to do this particular operation. Set result equals 1 plus num2. So then you just have to echo the value. You should be careful with the indentation. So echo, we're going to do the h1 here, close it off. Inside this one, we'll be write addition of two numbers. Just have to use the indentation concatenation part again. We set the result here, result, and then that's all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the whole case again and again for to reduce time. I'm just going to change this as negative, and this also as negative, and then here I'm going to put it as subtraction of two numbers will give the result. Here I'm going to do it as multiplication, and here also as multiplication, and change this one as multiplication. Here I'm going to do it as division. Here I'm going to do it as division. But in the division, we have to check if the second number is equal to 0. So I'll do it in a minute. So here, the condition will change. I'll tell you how. We're going to remove this part, and we're going to write if num2 equals to 0, then result, set the result equals as undefined. Because its divisibility by 0 will never give a result. Now we'll write the else part. This else part will write result equals $num1 by dollar, except dollar I'm writing all this stuff. So num2. So this will give us a value. And this value, be careful with the indentation. So I'll write the indentation in a better way. You should see here. If and else. Now we'll write the case, that is the last case, that is our modulus case. So inside this one, we're going to check the same. I'll just copy of the stuff. I'll just paste it below. I'll check and tell if it is true, then it's going to define, if I send it as undefined. If not, it's going to get the results, but we have to just change this one as the percentage symbol, and then we get the output here. And finally, we just have to write the break, and then close it. Let me just check. So that's it. Let's check whether we get the output or not. So let's open the terminal quickly, and then load the host and the port number. See, this is how I started. I'll go to my browser. And then I'll write the file name yarg88.php. So I'll write 10 by 10 plus 10. We'll check the output. So addition of two numbers is 20. Okay, I'm getting all these stuff. So because this is because I didn't write the break, I guess. So I messed it up here. Write the break here. I knew that I'll make a mistake like this. So just write the breaks. So when the particular case is true, it'll execute that one and break, and it won't execute the other parts of that particular case. Yeah. So hope I put breaks for everything. Let's reload the page. Yes. So now I'll give 10 by 0. We shouldn't get 10 by 0. We should get an error. Division of two numbers is undefined. And I'll do multiplication. 10 2 into 2. So we should get 20. So the output was correct. 10 into 10 into 10 will be 100. If the output is correct. So thank you for watching. Check out the previous videos also.